Hi, this is Phil Shapiro. I wanted to share some ideas with you about what a potential maker conference center could look like. So makers are really interested in the sharing of ideas. And if you think about it, the places where we gather to share ideas today are just not optimal for the sharing of ideas. We meet at these expensive hotels. It's $125 a night or more. And so we're not getting the quantity of people showing up, and the quality of ideas that are being shared is just not sufficient for a knowledge economy. So what would happen if makers designed their own conference center? Here's some ideas I had. And I thought, how about if there were, within the conference center itself, there were beds that could fold down from the walls or be attached to the walls, kind of youth hostel style. And this fellow who I met online, Chris Price, he did a very nice Google SketchUp animation. We can see it over here. You can look it up. It's called Maker Conference Center SketchUp Visualization. And it's only 42 seconds long. Let's take a look at the little movie he made showing some of my ideas here. We'll start the film, start the video here. So we're looking right now at some beds, kind of dorm style, and they are attached to the wall. And you can climb up the beds, and then the beds are in separate little rooms with movable walls. And you can see there's privacy there because there's about 10 or 15 beds per room, so to speak. And in just a few seconds, we're going to pull back and see the whole conference center from a perspective. It's coming up in just a second. So here's the conference center itself, and it's almost got a peace sign there in the middle. And it looks a little like a grapefruit shape. That's how I visualized it. Anyway, if makers were to design their own conference center like this, we would also do it so that there would be enough bathrooms so people don't wait in line in the bathroom. I mean, you don't want to wait in line when you go to the bathroom. And there would also maybe be some hiking trails nearby so people, if the weather's nice, can go outside and just go for a little walk and be in nature and share ideas in that way. So you can share ideas in the building, share ideas outside the building. There's got to be some kind of maker space inside or nearby the building. And of course, people who want to stay at a hotel, there ought to be some options so that you're not forced to sleep in the conference center, but that it would be an option. So maybe it might cost $20 or $25 to get a bed within the conference center. And that way we'd have the maximum sharing of ideas, which, if you think about it, is essential for the thriving of a knowledge economy. You have to have the maximum sharing of ideas. So this is one thought I had about what a maker conference center might look like. And the follow-up, the natural question that people might wonder is, where would such a center be located? It could be located lots of different places around the country. There might be more than one. But one place I think is really kind of interesting would be Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Why am I interested in that? Well, in this town called Penn Manor, they've just rolled out over here Ubuntu laptops, one per student. That's Charlie over here. And on his blog, there's an article about how they brought 1,700 laptops to this high school for a one-to-one computing program. And to have that many open source laptops at a high school is going to create the kind of maker culture that would be, it would just be a natural fit to have a maker conference center within 10 or 20 miles of this high school. Why? Well, it's just that it would be honoring the kind of maker culture that this town has chosen to pursue. So Penn Manor is about 90 miles west of Philadelphia, but it's also fairly easy driving distance right down below here from Baltimore, not too far from Harrisburg, the capital of Pennsylvania, and not too far from Washington, D.C., which is down here, and fairly close to all of New Jersey and New York City. So maybe this is an interesting place. Not far from here, too, is Hershey Chocolate. So, hey, if you're going to locate a conference center, you can't make too big a mistake if it's from Hershey, Pennsylvania, is in the vicinity. Plus, there's farmlands over here where there might be orchards or vegetable farms that could be purchased as an adjunct to this maker center, conference center. Because makers, we like to do everything ourselves. We like to, grow our own food, design our own maker conference centers. Anyway, I just wanted to share these ideas for what they're worth.